Charizard is the 6th entry in the National Dex. Created originally by Atsuko Nishida. Nishida. Consisting of Fire Flying typing, Charizard is not only the first of their kind, but also is the first Fire Dragon typing. More on that later. Originally introduced into the series through Red and Blue or Green in Japan as the 3rd evolution starter of Pokemon Charmander. Weaknesses consist of Water type, Electric type, and Rock type moves. Resistances are Fire type, Fighting type, Steel type, Fairy type, Grass type, and Bug type moves. Immune to ground typing. However, due to the flying type, you can use moves such as gravity to cancel that immunity out. Or Roost. Charizard is coming at you with the sickest mixtape of the Pokédex, spitting fire that's also known to cause forest fires, and melt that boulder-sized coal you got from Delibird last Christmas. How high he'd be setting that bar is as close to 4,600 feet in altitude, or 10,000 tons of melted glacier power. Platinum Rise Records comes out with hot-ass breath on arrival with the height that makes all you other burbs extinct. If you see the tip of their tails start glowing a whitish blue color, head for cover or prepare for impact, because that means not even a glacier is safe. Didn't we already do that one? Not even your mom is safe. Ooh. Like, his breath can melt nearly anything and is terribly painful. Keeping his altitude in check, he never tortures weaker foes. Ash, you are strong. And the longer he fights, the hotter his temperature rises. Once Charizard is furious, he turns that whitish tip tail into iron, whip up a new fire album, and call this New Heights as Charizard flies around in search of strong opponents. Despite always being in search of strong opponents, Charizard's bond with their trainer is the source of their power. And depending on their form, they can boast the speed and maneuverability of a jet fighter. Are jet fighters that impressive? On the other end, we have Big Diesel over here that likes to use his overwhelming power to turn his entire body black and create intense blue flames. The original Fire Dragon. Does this mean shiny Charizards are actually Mega Charizard X while they're in a good mood? Now, I doubt this big boy is flying around on those wings, but I've been surprised before. Gigantamax energy looks like a full carb diet. During this form, Charizard hibernates. I mean, the internal body flame burns hotter than 3,600 degrees Fahrenheit, and swelters higher when he roars. The name Charizard may be a combination of char, which is to burn, and lizard. I think that checks out pretty well. However, if you look closely at this though, you'll see they're telling you their name is Charizard, which likely stems from burn, which means to char, and Godzilla, Lizardon. In Godzilla, I mean Japanese, and Dracofeu for we surrender, I mean French. French? Croissant. Lizardon may be a combination of lizard and either dragon or dawn, which is ancient Greek for tooth. I mean, if you look at them teeth, you'll see the rather large nose as well. And I believe that that's where we get the name Nodrazzle. What's the meaning of that name? That means he smell good. Now, circling back from earlier, the reason we say original dragon fire type is due to the fact that the Pokédex number does not change when he is in X or Y form. They're subcategories of the same Pokédex number. In that regard, Charizard is the first fire dragon entry in the series. And also, he's in Origins, which is based on the original games. That was a pretty good show, they should do more of that. Here's the massive list of current shiny forms for, well, each form. And I noticed Charizard X's shiny form sort of resembles Charizard's original early shiny forms, which sort of resemble another OG dragons that we'll save for another Pokethoughts. Subscribe if you want to see that. Now, even though Charizard has quite the long legacy, he doesn't seem to have any special items except for the Charizardite X and Y, which are to Mega Evolve them into X and Y forms. Speaking of evolution method, he evolves from Charmeleon at level 36. And when breeding or encountering a wild Dracaufeu, you will find males 88% of the time as compared to the 12% female rate. Aside from these percentages, both male and female share no distinctions, as in both have the same physical differences, or lack thereof. In today's Pokethoughts, Platinum Rise Records Edition. Typical height for Charizard comes in at 5'7" or 1.7 meters, and weight is 199.95 kilograms. Won't have any trouble in the dating space, but I think they only interspecies breed any... Oh, wait a second, sea monster dragon. See, dragon runs in his blood. He is a dragon! Abilities. Blaze. When HP is below 1/3 the maximum, power of fire type moves is increased by 50%. This is a pretty solid ability. Hidden ability being solar power. During sunshine, the Pokemon's special attack raises to 1.5 times. But HP decreases by 1/8 the maximum HP every turn. And Mega X has their big, meaty, tough claws as an ability, while Jet Fighter, Mega Y, has Drought. Which would be nice if we could unmega or demega during battle. You know, Mega into Y, then bring out Drought, then use the Sun power-up from Solar Power after you D-Mega back into regular Charizard next turn. Maybe they can add an update to the Everstone, call that Mega Stone or D-Mega Stone, D-Mega Stone, that disrupts the Charizardite Mega Bond. That's more of a MatPat theory anyways. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more Pokethoughts. If you enjoyed today's episode of Pokethoughts, or another episode, check out our page. We have 2 more out today. And we're going to be releasing them with more weekly on the way on Pokethoughts Thursdays.